was on a website this weekend, Robin. This guy made a website. He must hate you or something. He's fascinated with you. Every time you make a mistake on the air or something, he puts it on the website. I was reading it. It was funny as hell. It was great. It's a great website, though. You would even laugh at it.
What is he up to?
Let me see.
How many hits is he getting? Is he going to sell it to Google?
It was just kind of
Then
funny.
I'll get pissed.
Let's see what.
Yeah, exactly. He could sue.
Well, you know what? Even when you kind of don't make a mistake on something, he kind of writes it. It's really weird.
Well, people nitpick. They can nitpick and tear anything apart.
It's called robinswrong.com is your website. There it is.
Oh, my God.
There I am.
This guy's got a lot of time.
Let's see. During the news today, Howard and the gang talking about the Iraqi war and comparing it to Afghanistan. Robin, in her infinite wisdom, said that we should have been concentrating our efforts on wiping out the Taliban instead of fighting in Iraq because it was the Taliban that caused 9/11.
Look, I was quoting Hillary Clinton.
Well,
the
Robin,
Taliban supported Al-Qaeda.
You made a mistake. Well, Robin, I would hope that someone like yourself who lives and works in New York City and who passes herself off as some sort of national security expert would know that Al-Qaeda was responsible.
You're an asshole, because that's basically who was sheltering and aiding Al-Qaeda, dum-dum.
All right, Robin's still arguing with her website.
Jeez. But that's nitpicking.
Today during the news, which apparently only requires Robin to read articles out of the Daily News, Robin said that Barack Obama has decided to enter the presidential race. Wrong. Obama has formed an exploratory committee.
That's exactly what I said. If you listen to the next sentence, he's formed an exploratory committee.
Obama is going to announce on February 10th if he's going to run for president.
He's running for president.
Robin, you got to go on this website.
He's an idiot because he knows he's running for president. He's nitpicking.
No real surprise here. This is the third item. Robin Quivers lost the gossip game again today.
Jesus Christ.
Fell 5 games behind the blindfolded deaf monkey, Baba Booey, I guess, and made Artie's football pool record look even better.
What?
That's 0-3 in 2007. Wow.
That's I'm supposed to know gossip before I hear it.
Robin Quivers again incorrectly referred to NASA's Kennedy Space Center as the Kennedy Space Flight Center. She has made this mistake repeatedly in the days leading up to and since the cruise trip to Florida for Bubba's wedding. I think some of these are really tough.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
When the subject of Joe Frazier's age come up on the show today, Robin was trying to think of a good guess, but she did not say any number until Howard revealed that Frazier is 63. Instantly, Robin shrieked, "I was going to guess that."
That's not possible.
I guess Howard just didn't give the genius Quivers enough time to put in her own 2 cents. Wow. Fucking guy.
I'm wrong for even saying anything. That's what it is here.
This morning, the gang was discussing the AVN Awards ceremony where J.D. accompanied porno star Kimberly Kane. One nominated movie was The Sex Whisperer. Robin Quivers chimed in that The Sex Whisperer was the only porno movie nominated that was based on a current film, The Horse Whisperer.
I never said that. Now he's bullshitting.
Yeah, we got to have this guy on.
Yeah, because I just said that was the title I heard that was at least based on a movie that had been made.
In the news segment today, Robin Quivers talked about Rachel Ray and her TV show being renewed for 2 more years. Robin mentioned Ray's catchphrase as EVO, and she even spelled it that way. Ray's catchphrase is EVOO, standing for extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, Jesus, Robin,
wow.
I'm on your side here.
I'm not. The guy's out of his mind. He's out of his mind.
You forgot an O in the EVO.
I don't watch Rachel Ray. I don't know what she says.
Howard played clips of ultimate ass-kissing Ryan Seacrest and Brad Pitt on today's show. Pitt made reference to universalities and commenting on his new movie, Babel. Robin Quivers laughed and said she didn't think there was such a word as universalities. Sorry, Robin Ophelia. Check dictionary.com. It's a real word.
Well, check the way Brad Pitt said it. He didn't use it properly.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to get this guy in. There's no question in my mind. You've got to debate him.
I'm not going to debate him. He can write a stupid website. Why don't you debate those people on Stern Fan Network?
Oh, I'll debate any of them.
No, you won't. You don't. You can't even read it. You can't take it.
I don't read it, but I would debate them. I'll debate anybody.
Sure. I haven't heard you suggest it to yourself.
You got to take this guy on. These are ridiculous.
I'm not. He can write his little website. Thank you for publicizing it for him. I'm sure he's very happy now.
Oh, you upset about that?
I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't read negative things about myself, and I'm not going to deal with him. He wishes I would go on his web. I just don't like reading negative things about myself. Sorry.
Oh, all right.
That's Eddie Murphy's policy.
Yeah, you're like
Sorry,
Eddie Murphy.
I don't indulge other people who want to tear me down.
I don't know. I don't know how you take this seriously.
I don't take it seriously,
I
but
haven't
I'm
seen
not going to
anything
give it
accurate.
any credence either. I'm not going to give it any attention.
Look, if the guy knows Rachel Ray's catchphrase, I will be on your side if he comes in here.
It doesn't matter, Artie.
Robin-
I will walk out if he
Well,
comes
Robin,
in.
you don't know.
I won't deal with it.
Jesus.
If you don't know EVOO, there's something wrong with you.
You're absolutely right, Howard.
I think if you know it, there's something wrong.
This guy's onto something. You don't know EVOO.
I could see him walk in here, a little nerdy guy with a bunch of piece of paper. Like, okay, on August 18th.
Well, look at this one.
Well,
This should
have
really.
him in if you want
This
to.
should really get to you. You said that Carrie Underwood was voted Vocalist of the Year when she was Entertainer of the Year.
I said Carrie Underwood was Entertainer of the Year.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying, how could you?
No, my point is the guy bullshits and he makes up things, and I'm not going to be bothered with him. He can have his little website, and he can figure out how to get people to it himself.
I guarantee this guy's probably on SFN as well.
Maybe he's on both.
Yeah, double agent.
I don't know. I wouldn't be so offended by this. None of it really.
Well, you wouldn't.
No.
I'm not offended. I just don't want to be bothered.
Sounds like you're bothered, though.
No, you're bothering me because you're bringing it into my awareness. I don't know anything about this unless you read it to me.
I didn't know you'd be so bummed
You don't
out by
have to
it.
know anything. You can do whatever you want. I'm just not debating him.
Oh, you have to debate him.
Well, you can say whatever you want to.
What about
I'm
for $1
not
million?
doing-
Would you debate him?
No, I'm not. You're
Really?
not giving me $1 million, so I'm
not
not
going to give you
doing
$1 million, but we might be able to raise it. What if he
There
walks
is
in?
no million on the table.
What if he walks in? He's a big fat guy in a muumuu.
I don't care.
What if it's Mr. X?
I
We
don't
find
care
out
about
he's been
that
keeping
either.
a website against you.
I don't care about that either.
Yeah. I haven't seen any major. I'd say out of a 5-hour show every day, if these are the major mistakes you've made, I'd say you're in pretty good shape.
It doesn't matter, Howard. I just don't want to be involved in this.
What if it's Sal?
Don't care. I really don't care who it is.
What if it's Jackie Martling?
Don't care.
You won't debate him?
Don't care.
It sounds like you're upset.
No, I'm upset with you bringing it. Again, it's like the.
What are you gonna do?
For me, it's like the guy shooting himself in the video. You just don't want to get involved. You don't want to watch it because it'll never leave.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
Have him in if you want to. It's your show.
Oh, gee, I didn't know you were
I
so
won't
bummed
be
out
here,
about it.
but you'll have him in.
You got to debate him. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to.
Then fire me. I won't debate him.
All right. You have to debate.
Fire me.
Guess what?
What?
It's actually my website. You have to debate me. I put
Fire
it up.
me.
You're debating
Make
the guy
myself
right
look better.
now.
You're debating me now, so you have to fire yourself.
Fire me.
Wow. That's like Artie's leaving the show. What is it if we make the real doll into Grandma Caprio?
I think
You'll be gone and Robin will be gone.
I think
down too.
watching Richard and Sal fuck my grandmother's way worse than this.
See, everybody
You know what I'm gonna
has
do?
their Achilles heel.
One day I'm gonna come in here.
You know what? That is my Achilles heel. I will leave.
One
I will
day-
go back to work in construction before that happens.
One day I'm going to bring Grandma Caprio real doll in and Robin's debating guy in.
Well, welcome back to Hartford. You're,
Yeah,
you're
I'll start
solo
over.
again.
I'll start solo again.
Fred will still be here.
Fred's my man.
Well, Fred was in Hartford.
Fred doesn't care what I do.
By the way, I think you guys will be fine. I'm gone.
Fred, we got to rebuild.
Me and Robin will start a
That's
show.
right.
You want to know something? I think that's a good start. I mean, with Grandma Caprio
It's a good show.
real
We're
doll.
leaving Grandma Caprio and
and the
Robin's
guy who
Row.
rips apart Robin. I predict
They
banner
gotta-
ratings for the next 10 years.
Hey, Robin.
Yes.
Did that guy's website about you really get to you?
For God's sake, leave me alone.
It did. I think it did.
That page
You bother me.
potential. Just
How
let it
could
sit
that
there.
guy not?
Sag.
So, do you want to talk about does anybody care what we think about the football games? I mean, aren't there channels that have that information?
Well, I think people like to know what Artie's doing.
Artie bet the over.
Yeah.
And,
bet the over in the bear, but the Patriots Colts game was one of the best games in a long time. No, it was just a great game. It went
right down to the last few minutes.
The Patriots the Patriots, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady always beat the Colts with Peyton Manning, and this time Peyton Manning had a great last. All
right, so let me ask you,
last-minute drive, man, and won.
So since I don't care about this, I mean, I kind of do, but like yesterday, I just said I have limited time, and I don't know. I don't want to get stuck.
He found out the scores of the games on the chess site.
Yeah. I did. Well, why not?
One game was a blowout. The game I bet on was a blowout. Yeah. Chicago won at home. Reggie Bush on the Saints had a great long touchdown play, but it was not much to talk about.
Do you feel bad for the Saints in light of their year? And
it was Chicago. Chicago was in Chicago. Everybody was going, Chicago's not going to win, even though it's in Chicago. But they stepped in there, and they were at home, and they kicked ass.
I think it was like, how could everybody have been so wrong? They were so good.
People clearly overrated the Saints.
Because isn't it true on any given day a team can have a great day?
Not in football.
No?
No, I think that's more true in baseball. But in football, if you're a superior team, you usually win.
Okay.
Especially in the playoffs. But
so how does New England blow a huge halftime lead? Now, I'm not a psychologist, but it would seem to me that when you're down by that much,
right,
sometimes your play becomes so loose because you have nothing to lose. You got to go out there and go crazy.
And it's also usually the team who's down by that much, they're so depressed by the time they get out of the halftime talk, they never do anything.
You know, there are books written on the psychology of what to do when you're up. In other words, when you're up by a huge lead, many times teams or people will blow it, because there is this nervousness or something that occurs when you're way ahead in a game.
That's why I love to watch tennis, because you can see that happening over and over again.
Well, I'll tell you,
like the guy who can't clinch.
Yeah.
The Patriots scored their first touchdown in the weirdest way. They fumbled the ball at the 3-yard line, and the fumble was about to be recovered by the Colts. It kicked into the end zone, and an offensive lineman scored probably the only touchdown he's ever going to score.
Yeah.
He fell on the ball in the end zone, and they were just clicking, and they were up by a ton of points, and me and my buddy Jimmy, we were talking on the phone, and this was the only sort of pressure on them. They've won 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. So, but if they had won this 4th Super Bowl, me and my buddy were saying, if Belichick, the coach, and Tom Brady won this 4th Super Bowl, then they would have been Montana and Bill Walsh and all those legendary Steeler teams. They would have been in that league.
Yeah.
People said Belichick, I think if he gets his 4th bowl, probably the greatest coach ever. So even though they had won the 3 in the last 5, there still was some pressure to get to that plateau, like that legendary status.
Right.
And maybe that ate away with them, and some dumb plays here and there, turnovers, and the Colts came back. But again, at the very end, the Patriots went ahead by 3 points, and it looked like the Colts were going to get fucked again. And Peyton Manning threw this great, falling from behind, long pass down the sideline.
There was a lot of pressure on him, too.
Yeah, caught the ball, scored a touchdown, and beat them by 4 points.
Do you think that the majority of the audience watching that game tuned out at halftime?
Not the majority, no.
Wait a second.
Some,
the Patriots
not the majority.
Were way ahead. In fact, I remember Ralph called me and he goes, the Patriots, it's ridiculous. It's a blowout.
That's Ralph.
Yeah,
a real football fan.
I don't say he turned off. I'm just saying.
If you know Peyton Manning, you wouldn't do that.
No, it's still it's still a great game. It's still a possibility of a great game. It wasn't like 50-3.
Right.
Flow High wants to say something.
Not a majority, but you know what? I listen to a lot of sports radio. In fact, I listen to 2 different sports shows on the way in, 2 different stations. And several people called in who were sports fans, and a guy said, I was watching the game. He goes, I turned it off. Yeah. He goes, I just turned it on to see what's going on. And DePace was telling me while we were walking in, he had a party last night. They went downstairs to play ping pong.
I suspect.
I think about
what a fun party. Sorry, I missed that.
I think about 15% maybe turned it off, not a majority.
I'm going to tell you something, Artie. I think it's going to be higher than that. And even though you say real fans won't turn it off, most people, after a full day of football, and they have families and they have
things and
responsibilities.
Too. I couldn't believe the game didn't end till like 10, 15.
Did you watch the whole
gambler
game?
turn.
Yeah, because I
You stayed
didn't.
up?
I lost track of time. It was such an incredible second half.
Wow.
And a lot of people have bets. No gamblers turning that off. There's a lot of bets that have to be decided.
Gamblers.
But you know
You're
what,
talking about hardcore degenerates. I'm talking
Dude,
about.
you know what percentage of the NFL's ratings are people who gamble? It's $1 billion business. I'm talking about people watching that game. No way a majority turns it off.
Not a majority, but a lot. Like, here's an example. I'm an AFC guy. Like, I like the Jets. I don't follow the NFC that much. Had that been the NFC game, I probably would have walked away from it.
Right.
I only followed it because I like the AFC and I know
That's
the players.
my point.
Well, this is the rivalry of this past decade, the Colts and the Patriots.
Right.
I don't think at halftime a majority would have turned it off. But now Tom Brady did a very un-Tom Brady thing. He threw an interception to end the game.
Right.
Right.
And they needed more than a field goal this time. They needed a touchdown, and it was a great game. It was
All
just a
right.
great game.
I say that the ratings will have suffered because of people tuning out at halftime. We'll wait and see the ratings.
Can you get those numbers,
Yes,
like
we
second
will.
half?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll
we'll
get
be
it.
able to track it.
All right.
And by
I'm
the way,
on top of it.
Your question was, did a majority turn it off? I don't think so.
The answer is not a majority, but a huge portion did. Go ahead.
Colts favored by 7.5 in the Super Bowl.
I saw that.
Let me
yeah.
hear that again.
Colts are favored by 7.5 in the Super Bowl.
God, the Bears get no fucking respect
Because
this
Rex
year.
sucks.
Ralph, what do you want to say?
I'm getting sick of Artie's little fucking snide remarks.
About you?
Yeah, you got the game wrong, Howard. That was the Bears game we were watching.
Okay.
Everybody tuned out of the Bears game.
And I didn't.
I figured that.
I didn't tune out any game. Artie plays it off like I don't know anything about football.
You admit you don't, Ralph.
Dude, I could pick the shit out of any game, man. I picked every game, every playoff game. Picked this game, that game, the over. I got it all.
Did you? You had every bet, unders, overs, and the games.
Then you should be rich.
I never take the under. I only take it when I think it's going to be an
Ralph,
over.
name 5 guys on the Patriots that aren't Tom Brady.
Oh, stop that.
No, but seriously, you know football so well. Tell me who the players
I
are.
got to know every guy in the team.
No, any guy. You don't know any guy.
I know everybody.
But you don't know anything. You don't know any of the intricacies to pick the games. You just get lucky. You pick by uniforms.
Who's the place kicker on the Colts? Ralph?
Yes, there's a great question.
That's a good question. Who's the place kicker on the Colts, and why is it significant that he's on the Colts?
Exactly.
You see the Bears uniform. How could you not
The Bears
win with
uniform.
that?
Answer Artie's question.
That's
Ralph,
something
and
a
prove
casual
that you-
fan should know. Who's the place kicker on the Colts, and why is it significant that he's on the Colts this year?
Who cares? The place.
Oh my God!
Do you not know that?
That's like the
Place
drummer.
kickers.
That's
Place
like the
kickers
drummer
probably
in
the
a band.
reason they got 3 rings.
What?
When he was on another team. I'm giving you a hint. Who's the guy? What's his name? He's
Artie, what's the point?
Oh my God!
All right.
You should be banned from watching.
You just watched him yesterday.
I don't know anything about football because I don't know the place kicker for the Colts.
This is a huge deal, Ralph. A huge deal, and why he's and why being on the Colts is a big part of it.
I'll tell you what.
It's a
you
big
couldn't
deal.
have watched
Why
the
don't you
game.
explain it to everybody since it's so fucking important?
All right, the place kicker for the Colts used to be on the Patriots, and single-handedly a couple of times won, huge games for the Patriots,
Including a Super Bowl.
including a Super Bowl, and now he's on their arch rival, the Colts. Do you know his name? I'll give you a chance to his name. It's
Initials. Just initials.
yeah.
I know who he is.
Who is it?
What's his name?
I mean, I'm not.
He's looking it up on the
It's
computer.
not going to prove your point.
But Ralph,
it does though, Ralph.
Hold on,
I know him or I don't. I don't understand what your point
okay,
is.
so Ralph, so tell us what your thought process is for picking games because you know the intricacies of football. When you pick a game, what do you base it on?
I didn't say I know everything about football.
No, but tell me anything. Like when you picked yesterday's game because you know everything, you get unders, overs. How do you pick that? How do you decide?
I don't know. I just take things into consideration.
Like what? What do you
everybody does.
consider?
I can't divulge my secrets.
Ralph, you started this argument, and I didn't think you'd get mad because you admit I bet on the uniforms. You have fun with it. I said Ralph's not a big fan. How was that an insult?
I know you go. Oh, Ralph tuned out. I'm just like,
Like you're gay.
No, not like you're gay.
Oh,
I just
tuned
said.
out. Oh yeah, I'm sure Ralph just turned it off because he couldn't think a team could come back from a fucking 14-point deficit.
Because he was busy taking in the air.
Now you're proving my point. A lot of people probably didn't tune out.
It was a 15-point deficit.
Well, close enough. So what were you saying about Vinatieri?
All right, boys, there we go.
he finally
Vinatieri,
looked
the
it up.
computer got it. The computer got it.
I know who he is.
What's his first name?
Won like
Finally
5
booted
games
up.
in
What's his
snowboard.
first name?
Got him to the Super Bowl. I know what's doing. You
What?
think I'm fucking retarded?
What's his first name?
Adam.
Nice.
What's your first name?
What's his middle name? What's his middle name?
Sucker? Drug addict? What is it?
What's yours? Money stealer?
Steve. I don't know, Artie.
Sorry, Ralph.
I
Sorry,
identified
I
something
made
about Ralph
a
yesterday.
snide comment
What?
about your football family.
What?
Every time Ralph calls me on the phone at home, he immediately calls me right back. And finally, it dawned on me. I said, Ralph, do you have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder? And he goes, yeah. I go,
Do you think it? Well, how is that OCD?
because you're driven to call me right back a second time
But you
each
see,
time,
but-
or else you think something bad's going to happen.
But like I do
That's
that.
called
like,
OCD.
when I leave the house, like I always forget something. I have to go back in. Like I can never just walk out of the house. I have to come
No,
back.
it's not that you. It's not a coincidence. In other words, there's a number in your head, a number of times you need to call me in order for something good to happen to you.
No, I just forget shit and call people back. I think it's passive aggressive. So I was looking at passive aggressive on the computer this weekend, and I have every symptom for it.
Well, no, you have every symptom for being annoying. Thank you, Ralph.
Yeah, look
I,
up.
I have every mental disease.
What do you mean he immediately calls you back and then says hi
In other
again?
words, he
or-
has a whole long conversation. We talk, and then I'm not just saying this just happened one or two times. This happens every single time. Then he'll call right back, and he goes, "Pick up, pick up," and I go, "Yeah," and he goes, and he thinks of something to say, and he goes, "Hey, I just forgot to tell you something." And it's always something, like yesterday I saw he was struggling. He goes,
What was important?
he goes, oh yeah, I just want to apologize for mentioning that you gave me a Christmas gift because those guys were beating me up really bad, and I had to prove I was worth something, and then
I didn't say prove I was worth.
Whatever.
something.
I don't know what you
a
said.
fucking nightmare. My landlord gives me the press clipping of that I got $50,000 along with a rent increase.
oh great.
Did he really?
Wrap that
Great.
article around it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Ralph didn't get 50,000. Joey Boots made up that number.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I sue the Post for $50,000?
Come to pay your rent.
I have it now.
Yeah, I
Chauncey,
know.
I think they covered their ass by saying Chauncey was the
Right.
source.
Yeah.
And also, I think you owe me a bit more money because I think you lowballed me because $50,000 seems to be the amount.
So he apologizes to me, and then halfway through the conversation, he goes, "Are you still there?" He goes, "Where are you?" I go, "I'm listening to this ridiculousness. Leave me alone. I want to go have my day."
You want to go play?
And I said, "It occurs to me after all these years, you have OCD. You call me back with something every time after you speak to me, and I'm not picking up anymore the second time."
Do you just do that with Howard? Because he doesn't do that with me. I don't know.
No, I do that with a lot of people.
He doesn't care if something bad happens to you.
Right.
Well, is it something bad happening to you or him? He's thinking.
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't. That far, I didn't get into it.
No, I don't think. I think you're wrong. I mean, I don't have to call back. I just remember something.
And by the way, you know who got a little heavy? Ralph.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him in a bathing suit down at Bubba's wedding, and he had a belly and some titties.
Really,
Yeah, I was
Ralph?
surprised. His body changed. Used to be in better shape.
happened?
I'm getting old.
Yeah, his body changed because he's always busting my balls, and I'm fat.
I know, he gives you hell.
Yeah, I look. Did you saw us both in our bathing suits? Who looked better?
You
Honestly,
did. You
right?
looked good.
Even I thought I looked better.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
looked
my
really
when
good.
you pull your bathing suit up to your fucking nipple.
I do what I
stop
got to do.
it.
I got to do what I got to do.
You wear that thing up or like a sarong up
Hey,
around your chest.
maybe you should think about doing that.
I will.
You better start.
I will.
Fatso.
I'll
Goodbye.
have my entire body.
Or maybe he goes, I only eat one thing a day, and meanwhile I
Hey,
see
he's
him.
working out all the time. What
Yeah.
happened?
I don't do that.
You look kind of
He
pudgy.
doesn't work out all the time.
Did he look pudgy or not? A little bit.
You know what? Now that you're saying, I saw a little belly.
Yeah.
that wasn't the definition that's usually there.
All right, go work out. You have nothing else to do. Goodbye.
Hey, this is Lisa Lampignelli, comedy's lovable queen of mean. You know me from all the roasts on Comedy Central and from the roast, of course, on the Howard Stern Show, where through the best roast in history of mankind. I got a new Comedy Central special coming out called Dirty Girl. I was going to call it Skanky Horror, but that's the name of Lindsay Lohan's MySpace account, so instead we went with Dirty Girl. And the CD and the DVD are coming out the same week, so pick one up, jerk off to it, enjoy it, spill the love.
Wow.
Spill the love? I like that. I just made that up. See, that's comedy genius, bitches.
I think it's the coat.
Yeah,
I think the
absolutely.
coat,
You like that shit?
it's giving you
Yeah,
some star
son.
power here. I like
Yes,
it.
son. Holla back. The blacks love the her.
Lisa's here. Lisa's going to come in. I've just switched glasses, so I'll look good on TV.
All right.
If Lisa should be lucky enough to be on Howard TV, which I believe. Oh, yeah, I see what Artie's talking about.
Look at this,
Oh,
all
big
blonde and
makeover.
everything. Hair
Big
extensions.
makeover.
She's
Hair
mean
extensions.
royalty.
Wow.
Why do you lose 40 pounds and you get a fur coat? Suddenly you got a makeover. Sorry, my dirty stained T-shirt was in the shop, Artie.
Well, that's my look. I've worked on.
Sorry, I
some-
didn't want to steal that from you.
Robin
Hi,
is-
Howard.
Hi, Lisa. Great to see you.
You too, honey.
and it's such a thrill to have you here. But I do. Robin is right. You're wearing some sort of hair extension.
Yes, but you can't really tell, can
Yes,
you?
you can.
No,
Okay.
I didn't see it as soon as you walked through the door.
I know.
Lisa.
Hey, I got fake hair and real tits. I don't give a shit. Okay.
That fake hair doesn't even match your other color on top of your head.
Absolutely does, Howard.
No,
You'll see on
Lisa.
the pictures on the website, Howard. It's
Lisa.
very subtle. It's very subtle. The blacks love the hair extensions. That's why Robin noticed.
What is going on with you? Is this some sort of move to put
Are
you
you
into
doing
the
glamour?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Come on, Howard. Come on. I got 10 years till my vagina really closes up.
How old
I
are
might
you?
as
Do
well
you say-
maximize. 45. I never lie about
Wow,
nothing.
I didn't
Nah,
know
I don't
that.
care.
You're 45. You look much younger.
Really?
No, you really do.
Cool.
You do.
Well, that's good. No, so I lost the 40 pounds. I feel let me buy myself a fur coat just to make myself feel nice.
You've lost some weight.
Okay,
Show
I'll take it off. I'll take it out. I'll take it off like royalty.
Fur coat, is that a real fur?
Absolutely, that's chinchilla collar because the blacks enjoy the chinchilla, as you've heard in the Jay-Z songs.
You don't
mink.
feel guilty about the
Absolutely
whole fur
not.
No.
Are you kidding
do you know what
me?
a chinchilla looks like? Would you know one if you saw
It's a little
one?
rat.
It's a little, yeah, who gives a crap? Okay, there you go. I'll put that there. But I lost some weight. You know, you got to do what you got to do, Howard.
But now what you're doing what a lot of heavy women do when they
Yes,
lose
yes.
some weight. You're wearing very tight clothing.
No, not
You're
really.
showing off your body.
No, not really, Howard.
That
I got.
shirt is
Are
as
you
tight as can
kidding?
be.
On the tits, the tits
No,
look
look at
okay.
the belly and
and
the-
let me
and
tell
the-
you. Let me tell you about the belly. Who cares? I'm proud of it. I show it off. I'm not losing any more weight neither. No,
Really?
I don't care. You
A
know
lot
what?
of women-
I'm decent enough to get some. I could get a poor white guy at this point.
Yeah.
I might as well go for it.
Are you-
And an unemployed Hispanic.
I heard you're dating for real, not just black guys anymore. When
true.
when you were 35 pounds heavier, all you could get was black
Absolutely.
guys.
Now
Right.
I lost the weight, and it's so funny. This is true. As I get a little bit lighter in weight, my complexion of my dates gets lighter. Seriously, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. At 20 pounds, I had a spick.
Right.
At 30, I had a Jew.
Right.
You believe that, a Jew? And then my goal is an albino by 2007. I'm working for
Are
it.
you currently with a white man?
Absolutely not. I am actually dating quite heavily. I
Really?
date around. Yes.
You were dating a black guy for a long time.
Yes.
One particular gentleman.
Yes.
He dumped you.
Yes, he did. He was cheating for 2 months. Is that
Really?
crazy?
Did he tell you why that he was cheating?
Said I wasn't feminine. I'm at least as feminine as Tom Cruise. I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm a flower.
Did the
if
guy
you will.
really say to you, you're just not feminine?
Well, no, he just said that the spark is not there anymore. I took this to mean feminine, so whatever I can do. You know what I
Who
mean?
was he cheating on you with?
I don't know. I never found out. I never asked. I didn't want to
Really?
know.
You never-
I just moved on. I got therapy. And
Right.
actually, you know what? Let me tell you something. The shrink is very good. She opened my mind. She said, don't just date the blacks.
Right.
She said, expand. That's very racist to just date the colored people.
But did you- did
so
you-
now it's everybody. Give me you're tired, you're poor, you're homeless.
But did you date a black guy because you couldn't get anyone else? Or
Absolutely.
you were just
Or did you
attracted
just
to
I
black?
couldn't get anyone else who was cute. Like a hot black or a chubby white. What are you going to go for?
Hot black every time?
Absolutely. LL
Yes.
Cool J or Artie.
Were your parents upset?
You know, I find you sexually attracted, though. You do know that.
Yeah.
Because we
Yes.
look alike.
Yes, absolutely. Me and Lisa really stood out down in Miami this
Oh my
weekend.
God, dude! You should have seen us. It was so funny because I'm in
Did
Miami.
you wear a bathing suit?
Oh, absolutely not. Are you
No.
kidding me? I was fully clothed at the pool. I had camouflage pants and a sweatshirt.
I didn't even bring one.
Artie
Me
does
neither.
the
I
same
don't even
thing.
bother with none of that.
Artie wears full like Artie won't even show his feet at the pool.
I don't
He
blame
wears
him.
socks, yeah.
It's horrible. And dude, we stayed at the Shore Club, which is this hotsy totsy hotel, like really nice.
How
And
noisy is it?
Oh, it's horrible. And
Right.
also, they have two pools. We noticed there's one pool, and it's like the set of Entourage. It's all the skinny, beautiful women and these hot guys. Then there's the fat, crippled, hairy back pool that me and Artie went to. It was
Right. They have a
fantastic.
special pool for ugly people.
Yeah. And you know what? Thank God, because then you don't feel so self-conscious.
Right. Isn't that nice?
It's
Wow, it
perfect
was
that we can fit in
thoughtful of
somewhere.
them,
They're
yeah.
team players.
I've seen that. I went down to Miami recently, and that hotel was next door to the hotel I was staying in.
Yeah.
And it is so noisy because they play. I'm not talking about loud music. It
Right.
literally rocks the beach. I think it was responsible for the tsunami.
Yeah.
This music somehow reverberated throughout the ocean.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am telling you, it's impossible to get a night's sleep. How would any human being stay there? It's
makes
like
hot
sleeping on
chicks-
top of a disco.
It makes
the
hot chicks
people-
move their fannies.
But go
Yeah,
over
but-
there and pick up a chick and bring her back to your hotel room. That's
I agree.
quiet.
I
The
agree with
people
you.
go there to party. They
Yeah.
don't go there to sleep.
And from what I heard, all the women are gold diggers down there.
You're kidding.
Yeah, you're shocking.
I mean, they're looking for rich men.
You mean
Absolutely.
the girl lying on the bed in a thong is a gold
I know.
digger?
Surprise.
Well, I'll tell you what, I couldn't get one with a gold suit on.
I tell you, I had
You
a
did not get
horrible-
laid at all there, Artie.
I did, you know what? No, I did not.
Did you,
that
Lisa?
weekend.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work. You know, this is what I work.
Do
I
guys
live.
hit on you, or
Let me
you don't
tell
even
you
get
something.
any?
No, I get a lot of dates.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Well, since I've been here, remember I was here like a year ago and we talked
Yeah.
about this. How Howard Stern changed Lisa Lampignelli's life.
Right.
Because you said, oh, you bang these indiscriminate black men. And that's a little sad. And, it wormed its way into my head.
Wow.
So I stopped banging just the blacks. I stopped banging, period. And I started dating and working up. Maybe I'll do an outside-the-pants ball rub. First date. That's it. But LL does nothing but grind. I will grind with you, and I will make out with you.
Is that
but
right?
now I take it slow.
You reminded me of something about the hot pool where all the hot people hang out. I went to Florida. I have to sit at the ugly people pool. My girlfriend sits at the good-looking pool.
See, that's why you got to
separated
date.
it. You
Got to date your
within
level.
your own species.
Yeah, that's awful.
right.
I know.
Fuck dating my
I'm in the
level.
ugly species.
For a week.
I was escorted out of the hot pool area.
This is not your pool.
I'm not kidding. They were
man.
like, but I said I'm with her, and they go, well, we don't care who you're with.
That's
our
right.
problem.
Man, don't
You
you
got
think we get
rules.
hotter? Like you got famous you got hotter looking.
I
You know
did.
what I
got
mean?
better looking
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
absolutely.
Do you worry as a woman about the smell of your private area?
Thank God, no. That's the one thing I got going for me. I'm a keeper between, the gut and the gunt.
Really?
No, thank God.
How do you keep it so fresh? Because I have been with women who stink
Really?
down there, and very few, but there's a couple that come to mind. And what is it? Do you take baths every day? Is that
Never. That's the whole thing. You
No.
take 2 showers a day.
Right.
If you take baths, sometimes the dirty water goes up your cunt, and then it's no good. It's like an ocean, a seashell
It's
in there,
trapped in
and you
there.
got to keep your twat nice.
Right.
And you know what's
Robin,
funny
is
though?
that true? The water can get trapped in your
I've
cunt?
never heard of that.
And don't douche. That's bad. You shouldn't douche. It smells
That's
like
bad.
strawberries. It's disgusting.
It
Nobody
dries
wants
everything
that.
out.
Nobody wants it to smell like a fruit.
No, absolutely
By
not.
the way, for all of you fans of Lisa, and I know a lot of men are, there's pictures of her makeover on our website,
Lucky.
howardstern.com.
You're welcome in
You're gonna
advance.
Did
Why
you do
won't
a
you-
whole photo session?
Nah, they just took a picture outside. It was
Why
fine.
won't you lose more than 35 pounds? I'd love
No, you know
to
what?
see you.
You know what? I
lose
will.
more weight.
I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it slow. I'm gonna just.
But you know
'cause-
what's great? You got big natural titties.
You know what? Thank God.
And-
One thing
and-
I got going for me, and a nice cunt.
Yeah, and you don't smell. And I'm saying,
Most important part.
with the hair, and look, you always had a nice face.
Yeah.
It's just you were chubby.
Sure.
Now I see your body is starting to take on some feminine look.
You know what I'm
to
going to
it.
do then?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the Jenny Craig because I did it on Jenny
Is
Craig.
that what you did?
Yeah. 35 pounds in only,
You
7
and
years?
What's her name?
Kirstie Alley,
yeah,
that's
when
what.
are you going on Oprah in a bikini?
They hate me. Oprah hates me.
Really?
She
Everybody
does.
hates
How
me.
bad did Kirstie Alley look in her bikini? And all the women were
Horrifying.
applauding. It was
Never.
unjust.
This is the thing. At least me and Artie know to cover it up. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously. It's like I hate when people look, man. I'm still a size 16. You don't want to see that. I look good for me. I don't look good
What's your
for you
ass
to
look
look
like?
at.
What does your ass look like?
Like I sat on a gravel driveway naked. Okay, it is cottage cheese and a half, and I don't. What am I going to do? You can't get rid of that.
Well, you get rid of it if you lost weight and you did squats and you do all those exercises.
Are you
won't do
kidding
it.
me? I can't do the exercise. I can't. I
You
can't.
don't
I can't
run,
have it.
You don't do anything.
Run. Are you kidding? To the buffet, maybe.
Because squats is what you want to do the morning after a midnight stand-up show in Cincinnati.
Exactly.
And I heard you're making a lot of money now. You bought
Thank
an
God.
apartment, I heard.
I bought an apartment in the city because I was living out in Connecticut, which I'm keeping that apartment too. Let me tell you something. Living in Connecticut when you're single is no good.
Right.
It's those soccer mom type of bitches always. Every time I make a joke,
Right.
they're like, oh my God,
Right.
how
Oh,
dare
she's
you. Go to the
outrageous.
PTA meeting. I'm like, have the kid at the prom and flush it the way I did.
Right.
Okay? You know what?
Have you
I don't
ever
need
had an
these
abortion?
kids. No, I didn't.
You have
Oh
not.
my God. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I could get knocked up.
Really?
I don't think I want to.
Do these black guys bang you with a rubber on?
Oh, absolutely.
They do?
Yeah, but I told you I don't bang no more, Howard. Lisa
lot of
Lampignelli's the
guys-
make-out queen now.
Oh, really? So when you go on a date with a guy, the first time you'll rub his balls and
Can I be honest with you, Howard?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. I knew you'd ask for the truth. I love to make out. All I love to do is make out and grind a little for like an hour,
Right.
and then I send them home with blue balls because I'm famous.
But will you take your hand and rub it over the jeans?
I may gingerly graze
that's only-
the left one.
Oh,
I
that's
may.
ridiculous.
That's only to torture them more.
Right, absolutely. Because when you see this, you want this, mother effer.
I think you're responsible for a couple of rapes then.
Has she had any good dates?
No, not really. I
No,
date.
she's not putting out.
Well, here's my problem too. I date beneath me. You know, I mean, I have money now. I'm a Harvard
Are you a
educated
millionaire?
female.
Are you a Harvard educated
Yes,
female?
I am.
I
I
didn't know that.
grew up in Connecticut, very nice, and I'm still in love. Every time I pass a doorman, I get wet. I mean, I really shoot low. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like here I am, and I'm in love with people who have no checking account.
Maybe
This is
it's
not
low
right.
self-esteem.
It absolutely is. So that's why I'm working on myself with the shrink twice a week.
Wow.
So I
You're
can
really
elevate
in
to someone with a
therapy,
job. job. And, I went from
psychiatry or psychologist?
Psychologist, but I always have the Wellbutrin. Do you take any of the Wellbutrin?
No, what is that?
Get you in a good mood, because I have anger management issues.
You're on medication, you're in therapy.
I'm doing it all, baby.
What are you angry about? Did you get to the bottom of it?
I have anger. Yeah,
What,
probably
your
with my
father?
parents. Not
What
my
did
father.
they do to you?
Was that what
What'd
they
they do?
My mother, I was a middle child, a little
beat
bit
you?
neglected. They didn't beat us, but
You would have liked to have been beaten. At least you would have been paid attention to.
Exactly.
They know
And at
I'm
least I would have
here.
attracted a nice abusive man, because they're
Right.
pretty hot. I mean, I got to admit, I love getting hit in the come with a shovel.
Weren't your parents proud of you when you got into Harvard?
And when I did, they loved the roasts and they loved the this and that. So now they're proud. But growing up, you're ignored.
Right.
You're not the, you're not the most popular one in the camp. Yeah, wah, wah. But hey, at least I'm not a wah, wah. I get help.
Right.
At least, but now I'm upgrading a little. Like I was dating for a while, the
Did the
String of
shrink
Blacks.
say to you shouldn't go out just with black men?
Yeah, she
really?
said,
Why?
expand your mind. It's a racist thing to only like the chocolate love. And you know what? She's right. These spics are good.
Right.
They're very nice. I
They
dated a
fuck you
spick
good?
cop, which is ironic because
Did you
they
let him bang
steal.
you? Did you let him bang you?
No, absolutely. That was the best lay I ever had, Howard Stern. It is this spick cop in Chicago.
Now you say spick. Isn't that a racist term?
Oh, absolutely, Howard. And the spick was very good.
Why do you say spick?
Because it's funny.
You
Who
like
cares?
it.
I'm a
Okay.
comic,
All
not
right.
a senator. Who gives a shit?
I think in the Spanish community, cop is a more offensive word.
Wait a second. Let this guy, Steve, go ahead. You have a question for Lisa. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, Howard, I have a two-part question. Number one, has she ever done anal?
Anal. What
No,
about
absolutely
it?
not.
You never tried it once?
The blacks enjoy that and try it on you
Do
all
they?
the time. They try to sneak one up on you. But I'm a little, I don't take my eye off these black men for a second.
Well, wait a
so
second.
They
You're
don't.
bent over on all fours with your cottage cheese ass.
Horrible. Get that visual in your mind, Steve. Enjoy.
And they get so worked up that they want to put the penis in your ass.
Yes, and I would absolutely
And
not.
what would you do? Would you grab it?
But no, I just go, get out of here, you black man. And you know what's because if a white guy or a Jew does it, it's not so hard to do.
Right.
But a black guy, forget about it. And here's the deal, too.
A white guy or a Jew.
Yeah, well, same thing.
Are you in love with your psychiatrist? Is that what's going on?
No, it's a broad.
Oh, it's a girl.
And also a broad who's a Jew broad.
Right.
And let me tell you about her. She's a creepy Jew broad. She is like 60 years old, and she won't look at me.
Wow.
She stares at the wall.
She's
in
got
intense
issues.
listen. I know.
Wow.
But she gives good advice. She said, date these other people. And then I had a string of cops. Isn't that ironic, though?
Yeah.
I went from blacks to criminals to cops. You know what I mean?
Any lesbo stuff?
No, dude, I am not ready to jump onto the tuna boat. Not yet.
I thought you said in a couple of years. If
And
things
yeah,
didn't
50.
work
If
out.
I got 4 more years till I'm 50, then I will lick it. I don't care.
Do you want to get married one day? Is that what's going on?
Probably want to be
Yeah.
in love. See, that's why I don't bang on the road no more. Everybody wants to be in love.
Right.
So, but my mind races, Robin. This is so funny.
You're like a guy. You bang on the road. You do the whole thing.
Yeah, but then you really want the love.
You do.
You know, because in your mind,
Is there
that's what you
anyone
want.
on the horizon who could love Lisa Lampignelli?
I would
You're a
think
very
there should
strong
be.
woman. You're
Now,
sweet,
where-
though.
I'm a nice
Where-
person. I'm the nicest person you ever met.
Will you do some nice things to hold on to a man? Will you cook him a meal? Will you
No.
will you clean
I'll
something?
pay stuff for him.
Right. You'll
I'll
buy.
pay his electric bill.
Right.
But
Would you-
where are you looking for your dates? Where
Here's
are
the
you-
problem. I can't look anymore because I used to do the interracial singles.net, you know?
Right.
It's these blacks looking for these white women. But now I'm recognized, so I can't go on there no more.
Why
Because
not?
once a guy asked for my picture and I sent it, he goes, fuck you, bitch. That's Lisa Lampignelli. She mad funny, but that ain't you, and wouldn't talk to me anymore.
Oh, wow.
I know. And I was on eHarmony for a minute, and every time I make a date, I'm talking on the phone to the guy, and he's like, are you that comic? I'm
What's
like,
this?
"Fuck."
What's your second question? But it must be
The
good.
lesbo thing. He asked me about the dyke
Right.
thing.
Oh, is that what it was?
I haven't done that. You know, Howard, I haven't even done a threesome. I
Let's get-
can't because I'd be the funny best friend.
Jim, you're on the air. No, you need to be with one person.
You're
yes,
right.
go ahead, Jim.
Hey, Lisa, I really think it's great and everything, but Lisa, would you please show Howard your feet, and Howard would you tell me if they're sexy or not?
Do you
Oh,
have-
they're not that good.
You
They
don't
got a
have good-
pedicure.
Come on,
you don't have good feet?
I know. I'll show you. They ain't bad. They don't suck. I just
wrong
had a
with your
pedicure.
There are a lot of guys who are into feet. Do
Yeah.
you ever meet freaks like this?
Yeah, it's disgusting. They want you to jerk them off with
Yeah,
your
let me
feet.
see. Yeah, did you ever jerk a guy off with your feet?
Wait, let me take off my knee high.
Let me
You
see.
know
No,
what's
don't
sexy,
take it off.
Robin? When you go, oh, let me take off my grandma knee high because I was too lazy to put on stockings.
Why are you wearing stockings?
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because my shoes hurt me, Howard.
Let me see those feet. I can see through those.
No. You got to see the real deal. I can't believe I'm showing my feet on this show.
Suddenly
This-
you're a sex symbol.
I know. I am. I'm a mountain of a woman. I am.
Now, you don't have cankles, do you?
No, God, no. I got a nice ankle.
All right.
Then I got the toes are done.
The toes
They're not
aren't
bad.
bad,
They're
no.
not bad. Get a
bad
picture
feet.
of that, stupid.
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of guy I could get. This this is the kind of white guy I could get. He's
Jason.
horrible.
He's horrible.
Jason, now look at him. You know what sucks too? Scott the engineer, that fucking prick, walks by and goes, "Oh, you look good." Then they go, "So you're hitting on Lisa Lampignelly?" And he goes, "It's safe. She likes the blacks." I'm like, "Oh yeah, Scott, you'd have a chance in my cunt, please."
You would not too, Scott the
Absolutely
engineer.
not. He's disgusting. But a nice guy. See, you got to say nice guy
And
so they have you
Jason,
back on the
wouldn't-
show.
Jason, you wouldn't have sex with either.
Jason actually is kind of cute, but he's young. How old are you, Jason?
How old are you?
27.
That's too young, man.
Too young for you,
Come on,
huh?
what are we going to do? Talk about his favorite Power Ranger? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking jerk off.
Ralph, go ahead.
It
You're on
happens
the
to be
air.
Donatello, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, a couple of things real quick. Hey, Lisa, I'm looking her over. She looks pretty good, but a couple of things.
Okay, man.
Lose the hair extensions. Your hair looked good when it was kind of down to your chin.
Okay.
Right.
The shoes are killing you because they're way too small.
No, dude, they're the exact size, dude. They're a freaking 11. I got drag queen feet,
All right,
okay?
get a 12.
Okay.
And put the fingernails on if you're going for that.
Really? Okay, I will do this. So
Fingernails
I will
could
get
look
fake
nice.
nails and real hair.
No, just grow your nails. Fake nails always look
They're
fake.
disgusting.
Yeah, grow them out. But
Thanks, Ralph.
Artie, I wonder. You're welcome. I wonder. And Lisa's genius at the end of the Shatner roast. She got a standing ovation.
She's
Thanks,
great.
buddy.
She's great at these roasts. Hey, Artie, why are you wearing the sunglasses? What happened?
I'm going for a look too.
Dead Elvis.
How does it
Dead
look?
Elvis. Elvis right before he hit the toilet.
Yeah.
Artie, I'm not busting your balls.
What's up, Ralphie?
Does this inspire you? Like when you see Lisa, she's fixed herself up a bit. She used to be a big fat slob.
Thank you.
And
I think.
she's looking kind of good now for Lisa. Does that inspire you? And
I have to say to Lisa that the next time she's buying pants, could you say hi to my Aunt Millie? I haven't seen her in a while, and you're the only two people that have those pants.
I can't believe he's criticizing. Isn't it horrible?
I look, does it inspire
Lisa, really,
me?
you could wear more
Of
youthful
course
clothing.
it inspires
Okay,
me. I want
all
to
right.
get hair extensions myself. I need them.
Artie, here's what I don't understand about you. Like we were talking in Florida.
Yeah.
And we were talking about your weight, and you were like, I got to lose weight. I don't want to buy clothes at this weight.
I do, because in a weird way, I feel like that's giving up. But
Well,
you
why
know.
don't you buy clothes at this weight? Because, why not look good where you're at? I mean, it's.
I agree with you. You're right.
Yeah,
Lisa,
he's 100% right.
He's right. He might as well embrace his fat and at least try to...
Hey, fat guys sometimes look really hot. Seriously, man. I'm not lying to you, Howard. I had sex with a guy who was 380 pounds.
Is that true?
No, this was years ago, but he was very charismatic, dressed always in those nice mob-type suits and stuff.
Right, it was a
so,
good look.
Artie, you could look very good. You're not 380. What are
He's
you?
300.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
Well, you
it's
could
like-
do that. You
He's
could do
80
something
pounds
with
lighter.
yourself. See, I think he's
Yeah,
sexy.
I'm not out of control like the 380 guy. But I just feel if I get the fat wardrobe.
No.
It might not. I might really never
might get
lose
fatter.
weight. Yeah, like
I have
fuck
to
it, like-
disagree. What I happened was I kept going down. I was size 24 for God's sake.
Wow.
Then 22. But you buy it in that size and then you lose it and you get to take it in.
That's
It just
right.
inspires you. You walk around, you feel a little better. Like I said.
Yourself.
What's that, babe?
You feel better about yourself.
Right.
Artie?
That's
See,
right,
as long
absolutely.
as my girlfriend's a size 0, I'm fine.
I agree with you.
Let's go to Seth.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Oh man! First, I was going to talk about Lisa first, but F Ralph, he's a fag.
All right.
Anyway,
Thank you,
Lisa,
sir.
I'm looking
Very
at
negative.
I'm looking at the old pictures of Lisa and the new pictures. I got to ask. I mean, I love Lisa. She's hysterical. But gastric bypass?
No, dude, absolutely. You mean, should I get it now or did I?
No, looks like you got it.
Nah, are you kidding?
If
It was
she
that
got
fucking. No, if I got it, I'd be a lot skinnier than this, you
Right,
douchebag.
right.
I got only the Jenny Craig. And I'm pissed that I even said their
Douchebag.
fucking name on this station.
Right, they're not paying
no,
you.
Exactly. And you know what? I said their name here twice by mistake on Adam Carolla. I say it all the time, and those cunts don't send me one brownie. They don't send me one freaking box of bars. Screw them.
Did you go on Adam's show? How's he doing,
He's cool.
Adam? He's a cool guy?
Well, he has 3 ratings. It's like a podcast, you know, but he's a nice guy. You know, he's a good person.
Did you have to say to him, it's like a podcast, Adam?
I
or
did say
you
that.
did?
I
What did-
roasted him and Patton Oswalt on the air one day because
that's
Patton's
good.
a nerd. I said he masturbates with tinfoil to feel like he's raping C-3PO. So, I mean, I had to roast them. So I said the podcast thing to Adam, and he got a little sad. Like in his heart, he got sad.
Yeah, well, it's
Hey, what are you going to do?
He's trying. It's going to happen. He just got to put
He's
in
a
the
funny
time.
guy, man.
Funny
Are you
guy.
kidding me?
Takes time.
Takes a lot of time. time.
That's true, man.
That's right.
I've been on a lot of shows. Howard, did you see me on the Tonight Show with this Michael Clark Duncan? Did you see that?
I saw you on the Tonight Show the first time.
Simon Cowell, that was great.
No, this is the second time.
Oh, I heard about this appearance.
Oh my God! Okay,
What
first time I was on
happened?
with Simon Cowell was awesome. We hit it off. Second time there was no other guest, which was
Good.
fine.
Right.
Third time, this Michael Clark Duncan is hot. So I'm doing all these black jokes,
Black guy,
like
right?
I've blown more black guys than Hurricane Katrina. You know, nice stuff, very
You did
complimentary.
that on Tonight Show?
Well, I didn't say blown. I said serviced.
Oh, okay.
You know, because I'm a
Right.
clean comic
Yeah,
now.
but the blow needs to be in Hurricane Katrina. Who cares?
Whatever, these people get it. They're fucking retarded. They watch the Tonight Show. So, okay, so I'm doing the show, and I say to Michael Clark Duncan, Jay warns him before. He goes, look, she's an incel comic, but she likes the blacks, so play along. He's like, oh, absolutely, because he thinks he's funny.
Right.
I'm doing the show. He's laughing and laughing. All of a sudden, I go, the Jews have small thingies. The only thing shorter than a Jew's penis is a black guy's to-do list.
Right.
He
Oh.
bends over, and he's laughing so hard, he has a little tear, and he runs off the thing.
All right.
So America is thinking he hates me, that I'm a racist.
That you ran him off the show.
Yeah.
Right.
The producer gets in it. I'm sweating up there. I'm sweating so bad. So he comes back. The producer pushes him back out. He hugs me, grabs me, dry humps me 3 times on the stage. Thank you.
Wow.
Good night, Jay
Did
Leno
you
at
come?
the end of the night. Absolutely. I'm
You
pregnant
did.
now.
Wow.
That guy's masculine. But I mean, isn't that horrible that he left? So I had to go
Yeah.
on this time.
And did it bum you out? Like
I was all sad in my heart.
Yeah.
So this time when I went on Thursday, I was with James Wood with the biggest penis in town. Did you know about that?
James Woods has an enormous,
Now, did you
enormous
get to
penis.
see it?
No, but he wanted to show me. That's what's so funny. He goes, make fun of my big penis. So I said Danny DeVito uses his condoms as a sleeping bag and that he shouldn't have a ceiling fan in his house. And he bangs the young broads, you know?
Right.
Yes,
Yeah, his headshot's
always.
up at Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, well, he always says, why would I get an old dog when I can get a puppy?
I have to agree.
There you go.
Then maybe I will go for Jason, that little jerk.
Yeah,
with the,
why are you
He's
limiting
chubby. I could
yourself?
get him.
So the career is going well.
Thank God, dude.
yeah.
I don't. I'm out of
I
those.
see all these diamonds. You're making money.
I know.
You're
It's-
buying things.
I love buying stuff. And also, I'm playing theaters instead of those dumb clubs
Good. You
anymore.
deserve it. You're very,
I need
very
a gun
funny
if I have to
woman.
go in a club anymore. Shoot me in the face.
Let me tell you. You
I just need love. That's all LL needs.
Okay, Nick in Seattle, you're on the air. You're on with Lisa Lampignelli.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, Lisa Lampignelli, I don't know what the deal is with her, but I am so sexually attracted to you. This is not even funny.
Cool.
Really?
Describe yourself, stupid.
God, I'm a tiny little white guy. I'm like 5'9". I probably come in at about 155. I'm tiny, but something about your massive curves.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that?
Do you shave your bush?
No. Screw that.
Oh, bush.
That's why you date the blacks. They're comfortable rummaging around the jungle down there. I'm telling you, I'm like, get one caught in your grill, bitch. I don't care. This is celebrity bush. That's all I have to say about that.
Why won't you shave? That's so not
no,
hot.
I clean it up. I
You
clean
do?
it up.
Yeah,
Don't
come
worry.
on.
It's not disgusting. It's not. I mean,
But it's a
It's
bush.
under control.
you can't really see it because of my gut, so I don't give a fuck less.
That's
What am I gonna do?
You look more like Robert Goulet, not the ZZ Top guys, right?
Yes, you know what? He's exactly right.
Do you take your clothes off in front of guys, or do you try to like hide
did he
under
lower the
certain...
lights
Yeah.
and
Look,
wrap
in front of
yourself
a
in
boyfriend,
stuff?
I take the clothes off, but other than that, soft lighting.
Right.
Like
Well,
a,
this guy's 5'9" and
okay, 5'9", 150. That sounds a little small. Like
She'll
you get
do
stuck
you.
in the crack of my eye. Okay, I guess I'll do you. Howard says I have
She
to.
says you're going to get stuck in the crack of her ass, but she doesn't care. All right, that's
I want
good.
to do you with the strobe light on. I want to do you with the lights on. I want to see everything.
Wow, let's
See, now that's kind of cool. When a guy talks that hot to you, like I told you, the black guys say bomb ass pussy and all that hot stuff. This is a
That's
white guy
hot.
who's trying to work it.
All right, I'll get his number. Hold
Cool,
on,
thanks,
okay?
Nick.
And Lisa will have sex with you. Hold on.
Seattle he's from Seattle.
Really?
That's
does
where I
Nick
filmed
do?
my
What
special,
does
man.
Nick do? What does he do?
Oh, yeah, what's his job,
What does he
Howard?
do? Who cares?
Look, he could be, you know.
So what if he's
we don't
homeless?
even know
He's
if
willing to bang Lisa. Let's do it.
up the river making this call.
Wait, are you in jail?
I'm not in jail. My job is doing you, Lisa.
Oh, that means he has no job.
No job, right.
That's
Well,
what they
he
always
says
say.
you can pay. He'll take care of your house and he'll fuck you. What's
That's
wrong
cool.
with that?
I do always want like a house husband. I
Right.
think that's my problem because I'm the man in the relationship. You know, I
Nick,
want
do
some
you
guy
have
to
a
sit
job
home.
at all?
Yeah, I am, but they're about to shut my power off, so let's get this thing going.
I'm used to paying cable bills for the blacks. Don't worry.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
hold on. Well, there's a catch. I'm going to get his number for you. For
All
sure.
right, party.
Absolutely. Let's take one more call from Jamie. Jamie wants to say hi, and Jamie's from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Ooh, that's close to Connecticut. Go
All right,
ahead.
Jamie, what's up?
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, Lisa, how about hooking up with Artie? You guys make a good couple.
Listen,
I guarantee it.
I guarantee you, absolutely. I guarantee you Artie would never fuck me because Artie's famous but he's a big guy and he could get skinny chicks. Artie knows Artie won't fucking equal. Here's the problem.
Right.
He knows I'm funny, that I earn a lot of money, that we would be a power couple. Screw those other Lindsay Lohans and then Britney Spears.
You know, you're right. You and Artie
we would
together.
be the best couple ever, but he's threatened by Lisa Lampignelly, comedy's lovable queen of mean. He could not handle me.
She's absolutely right.
And he knows I stink in the sack.
God forbid. Oh no! If we were a couple, God forbid, I knew she made more money than me one weekend, I would be so pissed.
Yeah. See, famous guys will not date anybody other than hot chicks.
Right.
Come on, Howard Stern, look at you. You got a beautiful girlfriend. I don't blame you.
Right.
I'm hoping to get famous enough or thin enough to get me a guy who's a millionaire.
Absolutely.
But
That's
when we were both 60, we'd have the greatest marriage ever.
Absolutely. So let's give up when we're 60 and go for each other.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I walked into Fox and they said, "Do you have any pictures?" I said one sentence. Me and Lisa Lampignelli.
Did you?
And
Was that a sitcom and a half?
Oh, my God.
And then I left to a standing ovation.
Wow. Let's go to Jim. Jim, you're on the air. What's on your mind, Jim? Oh, that's I can't
Not
get
much.
Jim. Jim, are you there?
Lost his heart on, Rob.
Jim, you there, brother?
That happens.
Well, what can I do? Let's go to, all right, one last one from Bobo. You know Bobo.
How you doing there, Lisa? Big fan.
Thanks, dude.
You're a hot chick. You're a wild one. Do you ever have a threesome?
No, I told you I can't have no threesome.
She said
because
that.
it's you want a hot woman and a good-looking guy, but I'd have to play the funny fat best friend. So I'd be like da 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 da.
You know what kills me? I was reading, I guess Will gave you a pre-interview or something, and you said that when you were preparing for the William Shatner roast, you had tons of Sharon Stone jokes.
Exactly.
I can't stand her.
Let me tell you about her.
What about her?
Okay.
She didn't
Here's
show
the
up.
problem. They send you all these celebrities who are going to come, and then they're like, oh, Sharon Stone's father's dying of cancer. She can't come. Bullshit. I just think she didn't want to get made fun of.
Right.
Because I had these great jokes. I was like, oh, Sharon Stone's vagina has opened more doors than her hands. All this
That
stuff.
was horrible. I had about
Yeah.
10 Sharon Stone stuff, and you walk out and you go,
You're
and
pissed.
a couple of them are go-to jokes, like I know that'll at least get a laugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaving the hotel, you're scratching it out going, okay, am I going to be that dick who goes, Sharon Stone was going to be here, like, you got to create the moment. And
Right,
That,
right.
that
You can't
never
do it.
works.
But
That
why
never
not
works.
create the moment? Why not say, Sharon Stone was going to be here and the bitch didn't
Because
show
guess
up?
why? They throw that cancer thing at you, and everybody's scared of cancer because it's Lance Armstrong with the fake nut, and all of a sudden we got to feel bad because we got to buy a bracelet.
It
Okay?
won't make the
You know,
final telecast. They tell you, you
Yeah.
know what, you could do it, but even if it gets a huge laugh,
Right.
I feel
we'll cut it
bad
out of the
because
show.
I know how hard you guys work
I
at
know.
coming up with this stuff, and it's very, very hard. You think it's easy to come up with jokes that are really, on a professional level that are going to kill? It is not.
No, it takes months and months. Like I said,
do you have a
Sharon
right-
Stone, she spread her legs and she became famous. I brought my notes.
She's got all the
Go ahead, good. Let me hear
You
it.
spread your legs and you get famous. I spread my legs and my gynecologist tells me to cut back on dairy. Now that would have been very good. It's a clean joke. It would have made the broadcast.
And that's making fun of you, not her.
Exactly.
Now, what is that, a special book that you write your jokes
No,
in?
I just brought my notes from the roast because
Oh,
I know
I
last
see.
time I was here you liked the ones that they didn't put on.
I love to hear the ones they don't put
How
in.
about the Artie ones that they didn't put on? I make fun of this
Artie.
bastard.
I fucked her over too.
He
though.
did, man. He's a fucking
How?
asshole.
How?
He
Okay,
left.
I did jokes on her,
Which is fine, which
and then
I enjoy.
left to catch the red eye to come here. Remember, I had to leave
Yeah.
the Shatner roast, so she goes last, and of course she doesn't need me. She destroys every time. But
They coulda cut
I
you
did,
in.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
think. But you did a couple on me anyway, didn't you?
I think so. Wait, what did I say about you, Artie? It was pretty funny because I said, oh, I knew you were going to leave early. And I said, Artie Lang had to leave early. He had to go talk Jackie the Joke Man off a ledge.
That's a good one.
I wouldn't have minded that.
I said, Artie Lang is actually technically dead. They're just waiting till he's more famous to announce it.
That's good.
And I said,
That's a great joke. That's a
Then I
great.
said, ironically, Sharon Stone has been. Oh, I combined you two.
Oh.
She was in movies, The Quick and the Dead, which ironically is 2 settings on Artie's penis. I thought this was very nice. And all of a sudden, I can't do it because he leaves. And also,
Roasting-
guess what else sucked?
What?
This Artie, I'm sure this happened to him. This Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
We had all these jokes written, I'm sure you did too, about how fucking ugly she is.
Right. And she shows
came
up
in.
hot.
She wasn't that ugly.
Right, she looked good.
But you know what? I'm so fucking funny. I said, you know what? Screw that cunt. I'm going to make fun of her anyway.
It's true because she doesn't look like Farrah Fawcett.
She's still not
I know.
Farrah Fawcett.
Oh,
yeah.
horrible. I said it used to be when you'd hear the name Farrah Fawcett, you think Charlie's Angel. Now you think Charlie Manson. She's been hit harder than New Orleans. I like a bitch you could take a punch. Speaking of things that blow, hi, Andy Dick. It's just like, but they cut them all out because guess why they cut them out? You're going to die.
Why?
cancer again. She got the cancer. All of a sudden, Lisa Lampignelly can't make fun of Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
It always the CEO.
My favorite joke I did that night wasn't even that clever. It was just straight out mean, and it was about Farrah, and they cut it out of the fucking
What was
thing.
the
What
joke,
was it,
Artie
dude?
Lang?
It was, this is weird. Farrah used to have sex with the $6 million man, and that's a coincidence because now $6 million is what it would get to get Lee Majors to fuck you.
That's great.
That's a good one.
I
Scott
know.
Salem, you're on the air. Scott, the engineer, go ahead.
Lisa, what is your problem? I walk by the fucking green room, I give you a compliment, and then you go trash me on the air? What the
Because don't act like you were, Scott.
bullshit, man?
You were not out of earshot. I heard you say it was safe to.
I smelled it all over my studio.
It was safe
Scott,
to. It
what
was
do you-
safe to hit on her because she only likes blacks.
Scott, why are you not in the studio? Why are you calling
Yeah,
me
what are
on
you,
the
a
phone?
jerk? You
Yeah,
work
what-
here. Come on over, stupid.
Yeah, come in here.
I like Scott, but he thinks I'm out of earshot when he says it. This is a very small
What
place.
did he say
He
exactly?
somebody said, oh, so you hit on Lisa Lampignelly? And he goes, it's safe because she only likes blacks.
Then why did he just call it?
Very negative. Very negative.
Lazy. I didn't feel like it.
Lazy
We're
fat
both
bastard.
fat and lazy.
Yeah,
It's
right.
okay. See how we
She
team
would-
now? We're
all
in
I know is
person.
Lisa's saying she
You're
wouldn't even
very-
have sex with you.
I
So
walked by.
what? He wouldn't have sex with me either.
I
It's
walked by
perfect.
and I compliment her, and then Greg from Howard TV said you think she's really hot. And I
No,
said,
he didn't. He said, so you hit on Lisa Lampignelli, and you go, look at me in the eyes, stupid. He goes, it's safe because she wouldn't like me because she likes the blacks.
That's right.
It's kind of hot.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. Scott, are you hitting on the guest?
You're gonna run by a headlight by me?
I'm hitting on Lisa. It's good to hit on Lisa because she likes black guys. So, I'm safe.
Well, how
What's
dare
wrong
you
with
be
that?
so negative
Isn't
towards
that
Lisa?
true?
Not anymore, stupid. You got a shot.
Oh, really?
Actually, not really. Look at that bald head.
Yeah,
Yeah. Does
Might
he
have
look
to
like-
clean my dildo.
You clean your dildo with that bald head?
Absolutely.
What does he look like, Uncle Fester to you?
A little bit, little bit.
Give me a light bulb and I'll
Yeah.
be fine.
All right.
See, now that was a nice fight. Now we made up. Shake my hand, dumbass.
Fuck off.
I go fuck your mother. Your mother's cunt. I hate him so much.
You do
Die.
have anger issues.
I have
you
anger.
really do.
Oh, Howard. Oh my
Thank
God.
God she's on the medication.
I have horrible anger.
Are you on medication right now?
Yeah, Wellbutrin, but just 100s. You know what's so funny about the Wellbutrin? They give you the low dose to see if it's okay. I think I tricked myself into thinking it's the drug and not just me. So I don't have anger no more, except towards Scott.
Were you angry in general? And don't you think sometimes your anger made you famous and made you
Absolutely,
great?
but-
Are you afraid of that leaving you?
No, absolutely not, because I'm still angry on stage, and that's funny. But that's
Right.
your job. Come on.
Did you ever hit anyone?
No, thank
No.
God. And I've
You know
never
Naomi
been.
Campbell.
No, and I've never been hit, which is weird because I date the blacks, and
Yeah.
they like that.
You think?
Oh yeah, sure.
One time up in Boston, I came off stage, and it was like after a midnight show, and I asked this kid who managed this club to get me Vicodin, and he comes back and he says, "I found one guy in the audience who's got Wellbutrin," and I go, "What is that?" I go, "What is that?" He goes, "It's just like Vicodin." I go, "It is? It's an opiate?" He goes, "Yeah." So he gives me a bottle of them. I swear to God, I went back to my hotel. I took 20 of them. I go, dude, nothing's happening. I'm not getting high. I can't go to sleep. He goes, the guy said it was like Vicodin. I go, it
It's
isn't.
nothing like it, dude. It's an antidepressant.
But the next day, I was like at the airport, like talking to people I didn't know.
See how nice you get nice.
It's like, hey guys, what's up?
See, I've gotten nicer since the Wellbutrin. Like I always have. Like I can't go to like 4 banks and 3 Dunkin' Donuts. I can't go to anymore in Connecticut because I've screamed at the
Oh,
people.
really?
And my manager said, she goes, you cannot scream at people. You're going to get famous, and then you get written up.
Right.
But you know,
Are there
this
any
was no
movies
good.
in the future? Are we going to see you make that leap to the
Well, I
big
did this
screen?
Owen Wilson movie that's coming out next
Okay.
Christmas
That's
called
good.
Drill
Is he
Bit Taylor.
cute?
He's really
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
His nose does look like a penis too. I know you want to know that.
He doesn't look like Ellen DeGeneres a little bit?
a little bit, but she's kind of hot.
All right.
So, yeah, he was nice, and I did the new Larry the Cable Guy one, who, as you know,
very
very
nice.
big success. Larry is.
Yes.
Delta Farce coming out in March. So,
Look at
but
you.
dude, I always have to play myself.
Delta Farce.
Yeah,
play
get
Lisa
it?
Lamp-
It's a clever title.
You play Lisa Lampanelli?
It's no beer league.
You play Lisa Lampanelli in the movie?
Yeah, well, what's funny, they changed the name, of course, but every time I get hired, I don't even have to audition because they're just like, play yourself how you are on the roast. So
Right.
I just go in, I'm a cunt for a half hour, and I get paid.
They don't say you're going to be the pretty.
Pretty skinny one? No, Robin. Thank you for thinking.
You
No,
never
that's
get
like
that.
hiring you to play the white one who has no money.
Let's go to Steve, who wants to say hello. Steve, hello. Welcome to a Monday. Steve. Hey now.
happening, man? Hey, listen, I just had to tell you that I'm driving down the fucking road. I had to throw my fucking breakfast on the ground. This fucking broad is disgusting.
What?
Nothing fucking, there's absolutely nothing quality about her.
Okay.
Wow, that's serious stuff.
That's hurtful.
What breakfast?
Artie wants to know what your breakfast was
How
that you
long
threw
has
out.
it been on the road? Because
Yeah.
Artie can still eat
He
it.
can drive over and get it. Why? She said her vagina smells good. What's better
Yeah,
than
what's
that?
better than that? A nice, tasty vagina, sir.
Is it hard for you to get criticized like that?
No.
At least I know.
Because can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
When at the
I
end
know
of the
Robin
day,
doesn't let the negativity into her life. Do you let the negativity
No,
in?
absolutely not. Because you know what? You work on yourself.
Right.
Even these roasts toughen you up.
They do.
So when a loser with a dream like him, who actually eats breakfast in a car, calls you and doesn't have room service delivered to the Hilton at $500 a night like Lisa Lampignelly does,
Yeah.
I do not worry about
That's
this
why,
man.
if you're a producer of a roast, Lisa is absolutely the Michael Jordan, because not only does she go, she doesn't mind following people. Everybody, and I fall for this into this category. Every comic bitches and moans, I can't go last. I can't go last. She goes last and fucking brings the house down. And she's a good target and has the best sense of humor of anyone on the planet. So she's like a home run at a roast.
Yeah, it just doesn't hurt no
Did you
more.
hear that? You're the Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan, not Michael Jackson.
She really
Michael
is.
Jordan of roast.
I'm putting that quote on my website. I'm
Right.
seriously, that's a very big compliment, because you have to be able to take a joke. Because these girls are up there and they thinking they're pretty. Come on, man, they're pretty for a comic, okay? I mean,
Exactly.
please, we're not going to win a beauty contest, but we're going to get laid every now and then. So you got to be able to take a joke at a roast. That's
right.
how it is.
Dominic Barber, you're on the air. Go ahead.
I'm sorry I couldn't get in before. Oprah is guilty of what's called child abuse and neglect.
Go ahead.
And I'm not joking. I'm be very serious. There are charges that are filed against people.
Charges.
Are you going to file charges?
Well, you can dial the hotline in New York, which opens up the investigation. She wrote an article that said that the reason she did this was because she was abused as a child and raped and all that. How does she think this kid? This kid has not admitted yet or said what happened. And now they put
It's
him
despicable.
on TV.
That's why we put her in the asshole club.
I got Oprah clips I'm going to be playing, Dominic, later on after Lisa's gone.
Well, I'll send you the law. Child abuse and neglect. She participated in it.
Arrest her.
And I have one
come
question.
on. Dominic, thank you.
What would happen if you did it?
Oh, they'd be all over me.
You'd be in jail.
I'd be with Saddam Hussein hanging from a rope with my neck snapped.
They'd be taunting you on the
Thank you very
gallows.
much, Dominic. You make a very good point.
There's
I
nothing
guess.
better than an overly dramatic Dominic. Like the gas day. The gas day. Guys, get out of the building. If it isn't a gas, get
Dominic is the king of being overly dramatic. You're
By the
so
way,
right.
I was looking.
Oprah is guilty of criminal charges. I am going down to the courthouse to file charges today against Oprah Winfrey, Negro woman of the South. In these papers,
I will accuse her of child neglect and abuse. But, Dominic, I mean, while she did the wrong thing having this kid on the air, do you really think she should go to jail?
She will get the death penalty.
I will read you the law.
I will read you the law, the following laws.
Let me ask you this. This is always the litmus test for you.
Yeah.
Would you, look, that's a ratings getter, man. Would you have had the kid on with the parents?
Absolutely.
Look, that's a hard question for a
I
radio
would have had him on.
show.
I would have said, "What the hell are you doing here? You're not responsible. It is wrong for." I don't blame Oprah. These kids.
You have to blame Oprah. Oprah makes the solicit. She makes the call.
How do you know that? How do you know they didn't call her?
She still
Get
said
outta
yes.
Here.
Robin, we would have had her on. We would have had her
I'd
on.
have Oprah and the family on.
But we're idiots. I'm just saying.
Thank you. You're right.
Point taken.
That's my defense when Dominic comes. I'm an idiot, Your Honor. I'm an idiot. How dare you?
Idiots can't go to jail.
Jail is filled with people who are idiots, isn't it?
When I was there for a few days, I met a lot of idiots.
I'll tell you a lot of smart guys, too. Hey, Lisa.
Yes, dear.
So who is the comedian, female comedian, who cannot take a joke?
This cunt of a Sandra Bernhardt.
Oh.
What the fuck is going on with her? No, I am so glad you even brought that up. Can I tell you why? I am plagued and troubled by this. I got a bunch of emails one day when she was on the air here.
Right.
And they said, Sandra Bernhardt hates you. I have no idea, but Howard said you were funny and whatever. And I was like, why does this fucking twat hate me? I'm the nicest person you ever met in your life.
Right.
I'm funny. I'm not racist. I like the dykes. I don't say nothing against those lesbos. And she comes on the air with you.
What did she
and
say? She said you weren't funny?
and
Wow.
she hates me and I should die. And you actually said, oh, she's funny. I like her. And it was nice for you to defend me.
Yes.
And I'm doing this roast to Jerry Lewis 2 days before the heart attack. I like to think I had something to do with it. So I'm doing the roast, and there's Jerry, Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, and Sandra Bernhard right in a row. Oof. And this bitch, I'm doing the jokes about her. I was doing the nice stuff, like she's the only one on this dais who can get chicks. She's the only person I'd fear in prison. Richard Belzer was the roast master, so I said he's Detective Munch, which is ironically her nickname in high school. And all she did the whole time was sit there giving me the finger. Do you know how déclassé, and that's French for unclassy?
It's a roast.
It's a
Everyone should get into this
but
spirit.
she only gave the finger to me. She was very negative, and the whole Friars Club noticed, and I was very upset with her.
In other
so
words, a
if
female comic should understand what a roast is.
I don't understand why she don't like me. I'm nice.
In fact, Dominic Barber's on the phone.
Okay.
Do you know that Sandra Bernhard could go to jail for what she's heard about Lisa Lampignelly?
Really?
I am going down. You can check the courthouse. I'm going down there to about Lisa Lampignelly.
I know. I don't know, Howard. See, it bugs me. Bugs me very much when they can't take a joke. You know who can take a joke is this Sarah Silverman's very
She's
good.
great.
She could take and she's pretty and cute.
Pretty, right.
And all the women, B. Arthur was horrible, though, at that Pam Anderson. She couldn't take a joke. She left.
Oh, she left.
The one who was good was this Betty White.
Right.
Remember? Oh,
Betty
how
White.
awesome was she? Because I said on the game, on her last game show, the grand prize was fire. That she's so old she gets her cobwebs waxed. Her name used to be Betty Black, but she faded. She took all the jokes.
Well, B. Arthur says she doesn't like me because I made fun of her. She said she compared me to Hitler.
See, that sucks. She seemed like she'd have a better
Isn't that
sense
sad?
of humor.
You think.
Because she's very funny.
Right. How the mighty have fallen. Sometimes you say to yourself, they're going to be a good sport. They're not. They surprise you.
Do you think she left early because maybe she had a flight, had to get back and do the show like Artie did?
No. She was not co-host on a popular Sirius radio show. I don't understand this.
She, you know what else was a good sport was Carrie Fisher.
She was great.
She was a great sport.
The best was
really
George Takei, dude.
Yeah,
I'm a
he
huge
was
fan
great.
of him. And after the show, he was so nice to me. He did my nails and gave me the bird flu. So you know what? That's what those Asians do.
He's used to this room, George. He was ready
he was
for
ready.
anything. Yeah.
Hey, Eddie, the produce guy says he wants to bang Lisa Lampignelli. How nice. Hey, Eddie, I know you.
What's up, my brother?
Eddie's weird. He's like a Hispanic guy, but he's got a black penis.
Oh, and I met him at one of the roasts here.
Yeah, you attracted to him
He's
at all?
cute.
You
Sure.
like him?
Yeah. Eddie, what do you got for produce today?
A couple of cucumbers left over.
Nice. All right.
How
so
fast can you get down here and bang Lisa? She'll probably do it right in the studio with you.
I'll bang her and record it. How about that?
Oh, that would be terrific. Thank you.
And Eddie impregnates every woman he bangs. I know that, yeah.
Yes, Eddie, I heard you banged a chick in a porno gangbang. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, he was in a porno gangbang, so you might really want to get involved with him.
I might have to look into that. I'll have my people call him. He's very nice.
I would love to have a black dick. That would be great.
I could get one right in your ass right now. Where is that guy?
You know what I mean? To have a long black dick for sex, but still you can get a cab.
You
know what
remember
I
when
mean?
he
Like
was
that
in
would
here?
be nice.
Remember
You would
he was
still
in-
be able to tip.
Yeah, right.
Remember he was getting his balls shaved? And
Yeah, it was
he had
weird.
He had a weird
Waxed,
black
yeah,
penis.
the-
Oh, you mean it literally was black in color?
Black in color, yes.
You know what's weird, Robin? The first black guy I ever had sex with was not, you're afraid of that black penis. First of all, it's because you don't know what to expect with size if
Right.
it's your first time. Also, the color, you think it's going to be purple because that's just the myth, and
Is
veiny.
the head purple?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
But this guy, sadly enough, also had my first uncircumcised.
Oh.
So, oh my God, it's this three-way double whammy. I'm like, oh my God, it looks like a big, huge earthworm. I'm like, oh my God, it has a condom attached. I can't open this thing. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I can't do this uncircumcised no more. It's disgusting.
You couldn't give him a hand job?
Let me tell you what's good about that. Uncircumcised with hand jobs is the best because it's really quick. Like it really works itself out.
See, because that's the way it's supposed to be. God made it that way.
Right. I like it fast, quick. Get in, get out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass, douchecock. I'm done with it.
Excuse me, this is Dominic. You gave a black man a hand job? You could go to jail for that. I'd have to stop something.
No,
He's going to put Oprah in jail. You could
file charges against Oprah.
That's why I love lawyers.
Like anybody's filing charges against Oprah.
Yeah,
That's
gonna
why
happen.
I love lawyers. They can dream up a lawsuit on anything. It's just so great.
Yes, there's a law about everything.
Right,
Rich, you've got the last word with Lisa Lampignelli, or as Reverend Bob Levy says, Lisa Lampignelli.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Yeah, Rich, go ahead.
Hey, I was just wondering if, Lisa's stock is rising as a celebrity and everything, if she's been with any celebrity black guys yet.
Have you
No,
banged
I
anyone
haven't.
famous
Never had a
ever?
celebrity.
Guess who hit on me, though, and called me in my hotel room at 3 in the morning?
Jamie Foxx.
No, I wish.
Who?
No. Okay.
Maybe next time she's in the studio, you probably book one. Maybe you can set her up with
That'd be
She's
hot.
about to reveal something big.
Yes.
I don't know
Who
if it's
was
that
it?
big. I don't know if you heard of him. Okay, you ever guys watch that Ultimate Fighting Championship?
Yes.
This big guy, Bob Sapp.
He hit on you?
He's huge. He was calling me. He's calling me in my hotel room at 3 a.m. and I got scared because he's enormous.
Well, you could handle it.
Oh, please. You see him? He's like 7 foot tall. It'd be
You
like
could
gorillas in the
handle it.
mist.
Come on.
It'd be like research. That would be a science experiment. That won't even be sex.
Lisa, you're delightful. You're beautiful.
Stern.
You've done it all, baby. And
I have,
love it. Lisa
indeed.
Lampignelli's comedy special, Dirty Girl, this Sunday night at 10 and 11 on Comedy Central. Sounds like it's going to be a back-to-back doubleheader.
Yes, and then they're playing it all the next week, which is cool.
It must be funny.
It is really
Wonderful
funny.
to see your star rising.
I'm really
like
happy,
this.
man. I
Yes.
never want to do anything but this, biatches.
You're gonna go to jail for looking like me.
And Lisa's CD and DVD, Dirty Girls, in stores January 30th. Pre-order now at bestbuy.com. And check out Lisa's tour dates. This is the most important thing you could do at insultcomic.com. Everyone is on there. If there's a logjam on the website, just hang in there. You'll get through.
You'll get through.
And I didn't know Lisa went to Harvard. That's
I know.
Yeah, that's
Grad
And
school.
graduated?
No. I also went to I went
out?
Syracuse undergrad and graduated.
Yes.
Did halfway graduate school at Harvard and also at Columbia. Punked out.
Very impressive.
I'm a comedian with an education.
You knew
never
what
see
you
that.
wanted. In other words, when you were at Harvard, you made the decision,
Yeah, I
I'm
was like,
giving this
screw
all
this.
up.
To be a comedy and say the word cunt and get money.
What were you studying? What field were you going to go into?
Journalism.
Journalism.
I actually worked as a journalist for 13 years.
Where?
Rolling Stone, Spy.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. I interviewed all the hair bands in the 80s.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't know
cool.
you could do that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Very bright woman.
I got Ozzy when the day he got out of rehab the first time.
Very nice.
It was cool. I really think he was drunk already.
You
I'm not
think
going to lie to you.
Do you think the original lyrics were Miss Lampignelli?
I think they were.
You should become a comedian.
What is it, Gary Delabate, also known as Fafa Flui?
I was looking at Lisa's notes. She had a weird thing happen. She went on Leno. And there was that the black actor Michael Duncan.
We already
talked
discussed
about
that.
that.
I just asked the guy that talked about it.
Oh, I was going to let Gary tell us.
Yeah, well, what happened?
Yeah, what
I didn't hear
happened?
this story.
No, let's
I
hear
just
it.
asked the guy that did. Did she tell the story? Everyone
Yeah,
knows.
no kidding. You went on the Tonight Show?
Yeah, 4 times. First was Simon Cowell.
And who was on there with her?
All right.
Who was the guy? Green Mile Black.
All right. Thank you, Gary Delaflate.
Green Mile Black.
Don't you know they goof on you and send you in here after she told the story?
That's terrible. Oh, they did that on purpose.
Of course. They do it to him every time.
This has got to be the hardest place to work.
I got a story. This was on the Tonight
I
Show.
saw something funny in the notes.
And then she's with the black guy.
Who told him to do that?
Probably Will.
That's so interesting.
Or Sal.
Oh, my God.
I'm in jail.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll do the news. And John Hein will be in here. Steve Langford will be in here. Lisa, thank you. I wish you
Thank
lots
you.
of
Love
luck.
you,
And come
man.
back and see us again. I love you more than you could even imagine.
Thank you.
Lisa,
Hey.
you're like a sex pot. You're
Sex kitten, fuckface.
sorry, I confused the terminology.
I know.
There's a lot of
That was fun. It was really fun.
a lot of analysis of you. You have star power now.
I guess.
A lot of
Analysis.
Well, they wanted to know. We went over your look.
You have to over the career, over the shrink, over all of it.
And
I
you're-
feel like I know more about myself now.
A lot of new sexual habits too.
A
You're
lot of new ones. Still having no sex.
just grinding.
Just grinding. Just making out and having a good time.
Now, what about with you and Artie? Is there any chance that
we'd have love?
One night on the road, you throw him a bang?
Let me tell you something. If he threw me one, I'd consider it an honor.
Really?
Sure, I love chubby guys.
With sunglasses or without the
I
sunglasses?
think with, I think he'd need them to blind him from my beauty. I'm a comic who doesn't take myself too seriously. Sorry.
Now, what about this Scott the engineer jerk?
Nah, it was funny. He don't care. He's a goof. He was called to the carpet and he survived. That's all I could say. He survived.
What about Jason Kaplan?
Like him. Just had my picture taken with him. I think he's in love. That's all I can say. That happens. I have that kind of control over men. Power.
LL, the power of the punani.
You have it, and you have it. You have the members of the Stern Show vexed by it.
Ah, who can blame you? Very good verb, by the way, vex.
Yes, I
Very
studied
nicely
that before you came in. All right, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, dude. You're the best. God bless.
Here's Artie doing an impression of John Hine from the wrap-up show.
Howard brought up the website robinwrong.com, and Robin claimed not to care in a very angrily way.
Angrily.
We'll examine what happens when Howard pushes people's buttons on the show and take calls based on how people think and what would make them quit the show. Famous guitar riffs were discussed, and of course, a lot of people got passionate about it. Howard said that Zeppelin should be up there, and Fred claims that the #1 song should be a Jimi Hendrix riff. We'll discuss music on the show, past musical appearances, and why Leslie West might be the greatest guitarist of all time. Lisa Lampignelly came in, and she got a makeover. She lost 45 pounds, but claims she still likes the black man. We'll discuss comics and how they fare on the show, and why Howard takes certain comedians over others. And if there's time, we'll of course take your phone calls on what it was like to hear the guy claim that he was making a hazmat suit. Robin, of course, was right, and robinwrong.com took a big hit. All that and more on the wrap-up show on Howard 100.
John, is that accurate?
Should I even bother?
You want to try? I don't even think you need to, but go ahead.
He was 2 for 4.
All right, let's hear it.
Howard read Howard read from the website robinswrong.com, and it seemed to strike a nerve with Robin.
How's that different?
I'm having a deja vu kind of thing.
I love when he does it afterwards.
We'll talk about the other websites Howard proposed, why Robin refuses to debate the site's creator, and what happens when Howard finds that nerve and just keeps on digging. You're going to love this one, Artie. Lisa Lampignelly came in with a new look, showed Howard her feet, and told us how she really felt about Sandra Bernhard. We'll discuss Lisa's appearance, if Jason and the guys around here reciprocate Lisa's feelings, and try to figure out why Scott called in instead of walking into the studio.
Good.
I missed that one.
This one you missed. Beth wondered what happened to her boyfriend, but Howard says he's hyper-focused on chess. We'll debate if chess has become Howard's sports obsession, as Artie says, and talk about how hobbies that have affected other relationships here on the show.
Are you into chess? Yeah, I would think you would be. You're a bright guy.
I could play it,
yeah,
but I haven't played it as much as you have lately.
Evidently. No one has.
That M doesn't stand for moron. That's Michigan, right?
That's right.
I love his college shirts, too.
Go ahead. What else you got there?
Last but not least, Howard wondered if the conference championships were even worth talking about with all the other sports stations on Sirius. We'll discuss the struggle here to talk about sports, the lack of a struggle when it comes to discussing dogs, and Ralph's claim to know football better than Artie Lang.
Wow, what an agenda!